And I really want to play a role in trying to help some of this stuff change, because I think that, Cardano has been built from this academic perspective, almost from like on high looking down. And I don't think the language is being spoken properly to the people down here that want to use something or want to be able to use something built on Cardano and don't necessarily give a shit about the details of like throughput, interoperability, just want to use shit. And I don't think there's been enough attention put on building applications on Cardano that don't feel like you're using a blockchain application. And that's where we really need to go overall in this next phase of things. And I think that, now that we're starting to see validation from efforts like this, with the London Stock Exchange, real world assets, all of these things that are happening, we've got all these ETFs. I honestly think that October is going to be kind of an insane month. And I think we need to get through this weekend, because let's be real about it. This weekend is, we just got a red X on price and a red vector candle. But like I said, on a 15-minute candle, this could very well be playing out as, we could be getting like a third level drop still on like smaller time frames. So that could bring us, potentially that could bring us, I don't know, even if we got back down like at 75 cents or thereabouts and then started a reversal, we'll see. But we just broke back down through the 50% Asia. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But overall, I do not think that we're like in the bear market. I think, and you have to understand too, that the price action right now is minor compared to the major multiple 40% drops we've seen in previous market cycles. So we have to put that into perspective. Yes, things are dragging out. Yes, things are taking a little longer. Not even a little longer. Let's just say that this has been expanded by probably like 6 months, right? And yes, we've seen some new all-time highs with some of the top assets, but nothing below that, unless they're artificially pumped during low volume periods of the market. Let's just be real about it, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all for some of these projects to have reached all-time highs where they're at in the market and based on what they do. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And the proof is in the metrics, man. A lot of this stuff has been disproven multiple times and continues to be disproven multiple times, but people don't care, so it's whatever. I'm not even going to bring it up anymore. But the real assets that are not being artificially inflated or manipulated in major ways to give this idea that they're somehow more or better than they are, none of them have moved substantially at this point yet. And everything has been drug out. Everything is taking longer. So, I really don't think at this point in the game, I don't think these 4-year cycles are going to be a thing anymore. And I've said this for years, that this could be a 10-year cycle. And I really think that based off of the way everything is lining up right now, not just in crypto, but with the governments, with government efforts, a lot of governments are going to be abusing a lot of this new technology for control, because it's just what they do. Suck it up. You're not going to do shit about it. And on top of that, I feel like they have their own versions of like these like public armies that are basically going to battle for them because they don't have a clue what they're even talking about or what they're mad about. They're just doing shit because somebody pointed and said, go there and do this. And a lot of them are paid. A lot of these people, I believe, are, in my opinion, man, a lot of these people are professionals. And they have a career going around place to place to place doing all sorts of stuff. And it's a shame, because a lot of people think that this is all like organic effort, and it's just not. Everything is fabricated nowadays. It's no different than pay to play articles pumping up a shit chain. Like it's how it is, man. And I know I don't feel like enough people really see it for what it is and what's happening. And I'm not saying I get and I understand everything, because I don't. I try, but the reality is I don't think we're in a bear market yet. I think we're going to get some substantial legs up. Honestly, I feel like all signs are pointing to a $5 ADA before the peak of this. Could be higher. I'm still hoping. I would still love to see my $8 ADA by the end of this, but I just don't think that it's going to be a situation where, you know, Bitcoin peaks. Like, I don't see Bitcoin being $500,000 by the end of this, at least in this. You know what, we can, my wife used a term the other day and I was laughing at her.